Good evening. I'm meteorologist Trevor Oliver with Putnam Weather and More, and I'm here to give you the latest weather info and news for Putnam County. But before I do so, let's briefly discuss the tropics. Right now, there is a low way out in the Atlantic that has caught the interest of the National Hurricane Center. They've given it a less than 40% chance of becoming something within the next 7 days, given its proximity to the U.S. and the fact that it is far out in the Gulf. I don't expect it to pose any threat to us within this coming week. Um, but we'll still have some pretty impactful weather locally this week. Right now, we have fair conditions in Palaca, and the temperature is 86 degrees. That is much better than what the high was earlier today, around 97 degrees. And it probably felt much higher given that the heat index was around 100, and that's why the National Weather Service issued a heat advisory for the area, which is no longer in effect. It ended around 7 p.m. this evening, and luckily the temperature will only decrease from here. It'll reach a low of about 76 degrees later tonight. So if you have a dog or want to go on a leisurely stroll, now's the time to do so as it is cooling down, the and the probability of precipitation is low. It's around 20% right now, but our chances for precipitation will only increase as we head into the start of the week. It'll reach a maximum of 90% on Tuesday, and that 90% chance will persist into Wednesday. And as those chances for precipitation increase, the highs will decrease, but still remain within the 90s. And but starting Thursday, those highs will start increasing again, and meanwhile those chances for precipitation will decrease slightly, and the reason we'll have a lot more precipitation is because of increased thunderstorm activity. As you can see here, thunderstorms will be the primary hazards Monday through Fridays. So yeah, throughout the week. And regarding the lows, they'll be within the low to mid 70s uh, for the whole week. And it's pretty much the same thing in Crescent City, 90 degrees there, a little bit higher of a temperature, and the high there was just 4 degrees higher, and the temperature will reach a low of 76 degrees later tonight. And as with Palaca, the probability of precipitation in Crescent City is 20%. So tonight is great for walking those dogs and putting your dogs to good use. And right now it is partly cloudy, and on Monday we'll see those increasing rain chances, and they'll reach a maximum of 90% on Wednesday, thanks to those thunderstorms. And as those chances increase, the highs will decrease, and the opposite will happen starting Thursday. Those highs will start increasing, and those precipitation chances will decrease, just but again only slightly. Still beware of those thunderstorms along the sea breeze, and keep in mind, when thunder roars, go indoors. And in Interlaken, we we also have fair conditions, and the temperature is 87 degrees, 10-degree difference from the high, which was around 97. And probably thinking to yourself, but it felt much higher, and that's because the heat index was in the it was um, around 100, and that's why the National Weather Service issued a heat advisory for Putnam County. It's no longer in effect. It ended at 7 p.m. this evening, and and luckily you have that low to look forward to, low around 75, and the lows throughout the week will be in the low to mid 70s. So you have that to look forward to. But unfortunately, those rain chances will increase, uh, just as just like at the other locations, and the greatest chance for rain will be on Tuesday and Wednesday. It'll be around 90%, due to those thunderstorms, and and uh, and those highs again will decrease uh, at the start of the week, but then increase during the latter half, just slightly, and at the same time, those rain chances will will decrease, um, only slightly. With that being said, for those who are looking for something to do or want to tap into their inner artist, you're in luck. This Tuesday, the 22nd, there will be a fairy house workshop, but for adults, and that'll be at the Ravine Gardens State Park, which is at 1600 Twiggs Street. And for members, it is $85. For non-members, $95. Luckily, the building materials and supplies are included, so you won't have to pay extra for them. And wine, cheese, and chocolate are are included, and that's why this is for adults. And keep in mind that the spaces are limited, so reserve as soon as possible. And to make a reservation, call this number right here. And if building fairy houses doesn't tickle your fancy, you can always explore the ravines. They're beautiful. I enjoy going there whenever I have the chance. It's just beautiful flowers, beautiful wildlife, and it's great for taking pictures. But do keep in mind, on Tuesday, thunderstorm chances will be much higher. So plan accordingly. Wear rainproof gear, and remember the old saying, when thunder roars, go indoors. That is great advice. Please heed it. And thank you so much for listening. This has been meteorologist Trevor Oliver with Putnam Weather and More. Have a great night.